Are you or your loved ones missing out on thousands in Social Security benefits? Starting tomorrow, some recipients will see an extra $5,600 hitting their accounts, but only if they qualify. What if I told you that these massive payments aren't just rumors, but a reality for thousands of Americans who meet specific criteria? Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly who qualifies, how to check your eligibility, and what you need to do to claim these substantial payments before time runs out. If you've been struggling to make ends meet on your current Social Security income, this information could literally change your financial future. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now so you never miss out on crucial benefit updates that could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. Let's dive right into what's happening with these $5,600 Social Security payments. Beginning tomorrow, the Social Security Administration is releasing one of the largest supplemental payment adjustments in recent history. These aren't your standard cost of living adjustments. These are targeted payments designed to address specific situations where beneficiaries may have been underpaid in previous years or qualify for special circumstances. You might be wondering why these payments are happening now. The answer lies in recent legislative changes and court decisions that have forced the SSA to reevaluate certain claims and payment calculations going back several years. For some recipients, this means substantial lump sum payments to make up for previous underpayments. Who exactly qualifies for these significant payments? The primary recipients fall into three main categories. First, there are those who filed for retirement benefits, but had calculation errors in their earnings records. Second, disability beneficiaries whose claims were improperly assessed. And third, survivors of beneficiaries who were underpaid during their lifetime. Let's talk about the earnings record corrections first. Did you know that the Social Security Administration estimates that about 3% of all earnings records contain errors? These might seem insignificant at first glance, but over a lifetime of work, these errors can compound dramatically. If you worked for multiple employers, changed your name, or had self-employment income, your chances of having errors increase substantially. Have you ever carefully reviewed your Social Security earnings statement? Many Americans never do, and it could be costing them thousands. The SSA doesn't automatically correct these errors. It's up to you to identify them and request corrections. Tomorrow's payments include retroactive corrections for those who successfully identified and reported these discrepancies. For disability beneficiaries, the story gets even more complicated. Recent court cases have forced the SSA to reevaluate how they assess certain disabilities and the onset dates of those conditions. If your disability claim was initially denied or your onset date was incorrectly established, you might be entitled to significant back payments. Some disability recipients are seeing retroactive payments covering years of benefits they should have received. What's the process for checking if you're eligible for these payments? First, log into your My Social Security account online. If you don't have one, now is absolutely the time to set it up. The website will show any pending payments or notices about reevaluations of your benefits. You can also call the SSA directly, but be prepared for potentially long wait times, as many beneficiaries will be making similar inquiries. Have you received any notices from the Social Security Administration in the past few months? If so, don't ignore them. These could contain critical information about reevaluations or additional documentation needed to process your supplemental payment. Many recipients miss out simply because they fail to respond to these notices in a timely manner. The largest payments are going to those who've had substantial errors spanning many years. One recipient in Florida discovered that her deceased husband's income had never been properly recorded for nearly a decade of his career. The resulting adjustment came to over $5,600 in retroactive benefits, plus an increase in her monthly survivor benefits going forward. For married couples, these adjustments can be particularly significant. If you're married and both you and your spouse receive benefits, errors in either record can affect both of your payment amounts. The SSA is addressing these compound errors as part of tomorrow's payment release. What if you suspect you're eligible but haven't received any notification? This is where being proactive becomes crucial. The SSA has a massive administrative burden and doesn't always identify every case where corrections are needed. Request a complete earnings history and benefit calculation review if you have any reason to believe your payments might be incorrect. Many people ask whether these supplemental payments will affect other benefits they receive, such as Medicare or supplemental security income. The answer varies depending on individual circumstances, but in many cases, these payments are considered retroactive benefits rather than income for the current period, meaning they may not affect current eligibility for need-based programs. The timeline for receiving these payments depends on several factors, including how complex your case is and how quickly the SSA can process it. While some payments will begin going out tomorrow, others may take several weeks or even months to process fully. The good news is that once approved, payments typically arrive the same way as your regular Social Security benefits, either by direct deposit or physical check. Is there a deadline to claim these adjustments if you believe you're eligible? Yes, and this is critically important to understand. For most earnings record corrections, you have 3 years, 3 months, and 15 days after the year in which the wages were paid to request corrections. For other types of adjustments, different timeframes may apply. The key takeaway is that waiting could mean permanently losing out on benefits you've rightfully earned. What documentation should you gather if you believe you're eligible for one of these payments? Start with your tax records, W-2 forms, and any communication you've had with the SSA about your benefits. Having these records readily available can significantly speed up the review process and strengthen your case for adjustment. These $5,600 payments represent just one of many potential adjustments that could affect your Social Security benefits. The system is complex, constantly changing, and unfortunately, prone to errors that could be costing you thousands. But knowledge is power, and being informed is the first step toward getting every dollar you deserve. If this information has been helpful, please hit that like button and share this video with friends and family who might benefit. Too many Americans are missing out on benefits they've earned simply because they don't know to ask the right questions. Are you going to check your eligibility after watching this video? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've already experienced a benefit adjustment, share your story to help others understand the process. Subscribe to our channel right now and click that notification bell so you never miss our weekly updates on Social Security, retirement planning, and maximizing your government benefits. Remember, these are benefits you've earned throughout your working life. Make sure you're getting every penny you deserve. Next week, we'll be covering little-known Medicare benefits that could save you thousands in healthcare costs. Until then, take action on what you've learned today. Your financial future could depend on it.